think flying geese are a lot easier and more fun than pinwheels. What do you think? Hey Kimberbell friends, Kristen Som here, and we are continuing with the Candy Corn Quilt Shop quilt. So today we're going to do the flying geese. This is our last bit of all of the blocks for our quilt. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. So I have to tell you a little something funny. I made a goal, a silly goal, of not eating any candy during the work of this Candy Corn Quilt Shop quilt. So we started it on September 14th. Today is October 2nd, and I haven't had any candy. If you know me, that's a big deal. I'm a sugarholic. I really like sugar, and no candy, that's a hard one. So I've had some other things, but I haven't had any cookies. I did have cake yesterday at my husband's birthday party, but anyway, no candy, and that's a big deal for me. So can you imagine how much I want to finish this quilt? I want some candy. C's Candy has been popping up on my Facebook post or on my Facebook feed, and it's so funny. There are these caramel Scotch mallow something that are for Halloween specifically, and oh my gosh, they look so good. So that's my goal. I'm gonna get some candy after I finish this quilt. So on the flying geese, as I've told you before, I find the pinwheels a little bit difficult. These worked out really well, and I'm very happy with the results of them, but flying geese I really like. And you know what's funny is, if you've ever done any of the machine embroidery by number CDs, and actually these are in the vault now, by the way. You can get, I think, all of them in the vault. I think they're sold separately. I'm not totally sure, but I have the CDs of them in there. So here's a completed one for this month. So the machine embroidery by number, I think, is a lot like the flying geese, where you put down a fabric, you flip it, you trim it, you do all it. It's like a little mind game. I really enjoy it. It kind of keeps your brain fresh because you have to really focus on what you're doing. And so one tip that I want to give you on the flying geese, we'll talk about the fabrics too, but on the flying geese, the biggest tip that I can give you is to put your fabrics in the order that you're going to use them. And then you're not sitting there going back and forth reading your directions. I read my directions on my computer. I don't print them out, although they're in our book. So you have full instructions on how to do it in your book, but the easiest way is just put them in the order that you're going to use them, and then you just lay them down, flip it, trim it, do everything, and you'll see there's a process, and it's it all goes together really well. I like doing the flying geese. So let's talk about what we're going to need. So we are going to need, so I'm going to talk about for both. We need 2 of the flying geese blocks. And so I'm just going to talk about all of the fabrics that we need for all of them. So this black spider web, we need 12 of them total, 6 for each block, 12 of them. And I did back each one with fusible stabilizer. You know me, I'm a big believer in that for warding off puckers. I don't want to get this far along and then have something go wrong. So I stabilized really well. So on these, it is going to be 4.5 by 3, 4.5 by 3, 12 of them for the 2 blocks, backed with fusible stabilizer, 12, and it's the black spider webs. And then for the other ones, they're called Geese A, B, and C, and it is basically this orange doodles, the orange with white dots, the orange flowers, the purple doodles. I don't know if these are what they're really called. I'm just kind of making up names for them, but the purple doodles, the purple with black bats, and then the purple flowers that's from Make Yourself at Home. So on each of these, there's 1 of each one. I did back them with fusible stabilizer, 1 of each of these 6 different fabrics. Yep, 6, sorry, I had to make sure. And these are all gonna be cut to 5.5 by 3. So 1 each of these backed with fusible stabilizer and cut to size 5.5 by 3. All right, and that's it. So the spider webs and the 6 of the individual ones, and that's it for the 2 blocks of flying geese. And then since we're going to quilt it, we want our batting, and the final cut size of this is 4.5 by 6.5. So that means that we want batting that's at least 5 by 7. 2 pieces, 1 for each block. So on this, like I said from the start, we're following the Kimberbell quilting, and so one of them, the one with all the purple fabrics, is going to be quilted in Halloween 1, and Halloween 1, I think that's the spider one, pretty sure. Since our final cut size is 4.5 by 6.5, we want our quilting design to be 4 by 6. And like I said, that's the one with the purple. The one with the orange is going to be in Celebration 2. Oh, that'll be really cute. I like that. Celebration 2, it's that banners one for like a birthday celebration. That's the way I see it anyway. So the orange one in Celebration 2, also in 4 by 6. And those are all the fabrics that we need. And then, gosh, we're getting really close to Kristen getting some candy. That's the goal, right? So anyway, let's go ahead. I'll tell you all the rest of how to do it in photos. Let's get started.